My names are Oluwatosin Ayomide Akinshuyi, popularly called Keyz, and I'm from Ondo State. I was born in Lagos. I grew up in Lagos. I got caught to be precise, and growing up was not so easy though. But we thank God we're here. We're here, and God has been faithful. I started my music career while I was a teenager. Yes, and it has been from one experience to another. Actually, I've grown in experience and moved from here to there, and it has just been God's grace. It has just been God's grace. Gospel. That's a good question. Why gospel music? Okay, let me start from here. I was born into a Christian family. Actually, my dad is a pastor. My mom used to be a choir leader. There, in those days, in a select church. I was born in a select church. Then, as a young boy, then I had, with the passion for music that I had a band, a crew, young boys. We did a whole lot of things. But from there, I moved to secular, and I was doing secular music. That's the truth. I got signed on to a record label at the time. As young as I was doing great. That was the truth. And I was doing songs with the likes of Churchill. I recorded songs with the likes of Churchill. I recorded songs with the likes of San Sultan. Yeah, that was how far it went. But I was a very small boy, and I was a studio rat all those years. And I recorded a couple of wonderful secular songs. In fact, I did over 15 tracks for 3 albums. And it was about to drop at the time, but God knows how it works out its things. I think it was not time, and that was not the plan of God concerning my life, because I knew that something was just wrong. Something was out of place. There was a different purpose. We all have different purposes in life. So, boy, that was not my purpose. The journey has been wonderful. That's the truth, because I think if I hadn't come on this line, I would have gone AWOL. Because at some point in my life, I was doing things that was even beyond me. I had experienced a whole new life at a point. I was recording songs with big acts. Even as a young boy, I was seeing a whole lot of things, you get. And I just thank God for gospel, because it has shaped me, it has reformed my mind. It has done a whole lot of things for me. If not, I would have gone out of track. That's the truth, and I would have lost it. But gospel music brings me back. It reminds me of who I am. At times I write songs. Most of the times I write my songs. Yeah, I write them based on inspirations. Based on, at times I feel down, I feel weak, I feel depressed. Yes, it got to that level. At times I'm so depressed, and God just reminds me of some things, and then I put songs down. And that was how the journey has been. It has been a wonderful journey. A whole lot of things happened to me on this line, and if not for God and gospel music, I don't know where I would have been. It's everywhere. That's the truth. But I think that actually comes to the fact that so many people still don't understand their purpose. A whole lot of artists there. You see a whole lot of gospel acts out there. They record their songs, and then it doesn't move anywhere. It doesn't just go out. Why? Because everybody wants to do a song. Everybody wants to be identified with. Everybody wants to record a gospel song. They don't want to know if this is what I was called to do. You might not be. Your purpose in life might not really be you being a singer. You get. And then once that happens, and then you come out with a whole lot of things, you start saying that once you don't discover your purpose in life, you tend to do things that is out of place. And I realized something, that a whole lot of people now don't appreciate other people, even in the gospel scene. They don't appreciate good music. They don't want someone else to come out of them. That's the truth. I appreciate what the likes of Tim is doing right now. It's actually bringing other people out. You get, but a whole lot of our top artists and the likes of them, they don't want to do such. You need funds for almost everything. Well, it depends on where you're actually coming from. You need funds for everything, for anything you want to do. That's the truth. But the truth of the matter is that even when money is needed, God is also needed. You get. So you need funds for everything. You need funds to record your song. You need funds to put a wonderful place like this together, and then for me to come here to be interviewed, it's funds. Funds actually put this place together. Because so money goes a long way. I was telling somebody recently, the person wants to record a gospel song, and the person was telling me he wants to record a gospel song and he doesn't have money, he just has a low budget. And I told him, bro, go and have a good budget to record, to put anything out, because your song might not go out, might not come out well. People want to hear good quality, people want to hear good stuff, and that requires money. So funds is definitely required to put into to do whatever you want to do in gospel. You get. So I really want to do something that's it's just not the normal churchy thing. I want to think out of the box. I wrote a song at the time, and the title of the song is Monkey No Fine. You get. So I just want to think out of the box and then take the gospel music to a whole new level, whereby you can realize that it's not gospel music are not just for poor people or just for lazy people. No, I just want to take the gospel music to a whole new level, actually. And my advice for young acts, I'm also a young act too, is that you don't have to don't just sit at one place and expect manna to fall from heaven. That's the truth. The way God works, we don't understand, but there's a process you have to go through in life. There's always a process. I've had the music thing has been there for years, and I'm just dropping a song after how many years? The truth of the matter is I've gone through a process, and which every one of us will actually go through. So don't just wait for one. You want to sing in a church, and you want to entice one big woman or big man with your voice, so that the person can just give you pop money into your music ministry and that's it. No, it takes a process. Gospel music is different. There's a process, and God is actually taking you through a process which you're going to pass through. So, but at the end of the day, it will surely speak, and that's just it for every other people that's trying to do gospel. Don't think it will happen. It will just happen like that. You have to go through the process. A whole lot of things are going to happen along the line. My songwriting has actually come to a whole new level. In the sense that I remember so many years ago where I write on things that are around me. At times I'll be at a place and I see some things. I'll just write. I look at the whole. I look at this. I look at the weather. I look at nature, and things just start coming to my head, and I write. But the whole thing has actually gone from that level to a whole new level where God put songs in my mouth. That's the truth. God put songs in my mouth. I sleep at times and I get songs, I get lyrics, I get words. At times it's just a melody. I just get melodies, but by the time I wake up, I try to record them, and then I put songs, I put words into them. So it has gone from that level of you just sing something. I still write songs that way though, but it has gone from that level to this level right now, whereby God put songs in my mouth. At times it reminds me of some things, and that comes out as a song. You get, and that's how it has been. It has been a wonderful experience. I got into university. My 4 years in school was something else. It was. I struggled a lot. I went through a lot. Recently, I was in my team and we had a very fatal accident. It was massive. I was driving towards Ikeja along, and a taxi driver that was drunk ran into us. The car was just a write-off. But I came out with 5 people in the car, with my guys. We came out unscratched. You get, we came out without a scratch, And it was just God. It was grace. And that's a whole lot of things that happened to me in my life that when I think about them, the only question that comes to my mouth, to my mind is, how much do I have to pay for the love? Because God has shown me love in every way. And that's how the song came, actually. And this song has been there for over 6 years. I've not been able to record it, but it's my birthday today, and I just decided to put something out for everybody to enjoy, and then so that I can be a blessing to someone out there too.
If I say make I count your blessings, I no go finish. If I say make I live without you, Lord, I swear I go perish. No be saying na me holy pass, but na me you cherish. You brought me from grass to grace, now so my life it just they flourish. God do na helele, God do na waya oh. You know they sleep, you know they tire oh. You do, so they die for my matter. And when the devil come, he send them Holy Ghost fire oh. Hey, ego. How much you fit to pay for the air where you breathe today? How much you fit to pay for the life where you live today? I don't know waiting I go do for my God. I don't know waiting I go give am so. I don't know waiting I go do for my God. I don't know why you love me so. Cause God do na helele, God do na waya oh. He know the sleep, he know the tire oh. He do, so they die for my matter. And when the devil come, he send them Holy Ghost fire oh. Yeah. How much you fit to pay for the air where you breathe today? How much you fit to pay for the life where you live today? How much I fit to pay for the air where I breathe today? How much you fit to pay for the life where you live today? Despite my troubles, when it seems like there's no tomorrow, through the pains and the sorrows, I'll wait on you. I'll wait for you. Still I wouldn't wear a frown. With you no more worries, Lord, I'll wait on you. I'll wait for you. Still I wouldn't wear a frown. With you no more worries, Lord, I'll wait on you. I'll wait for you. Have you seen what the Lord has done for me? He has taken away the pain that makes me cry. Have you seen what the Lord has done for me? He has taken away my shame and make me smile. Have you seen what the Lord has done for me? He has taken away the pain that makes me cry. Oh, have you seen what the Lord has done for me? He has taken away my shame and make me smile. I am free to lift my hands. I am free to lift my voice. By the rising of Christ from Calvary, He gave me victory. He has broken the chains and He gave the keys to me. He has taken